call to him. And what great nation is there that has laws and customs to match this whole law that I put before you today? The word of the Lord. Responsorial Psalm. Response is, the just will live in the presence of the Lord. Lord, who shall dwell on your holy mountain? He who walks without fault, he who acts with justice and speaks the truth from his heart. He who does no wrong to his brother, who casts no slur to his neighbour, who holds the godless in disdain, but honours those who fear the Lord, who will live in the presence of the Lord. He who keeps his pledge, come what may, who takes no interest on a loan and accepts no bribes against the innocent. Such a man will stand firm forever, just will live in the presence of the Lord. The second reading, a reading from the letter of St. James. It is all that is good, everything that is perfect, which is given to us from above. It comes down from the Father of all light. With him there is no such thing as alteration, no shadow of a change. By his choice he made us his children, by the message of the truth, so that we should be a sort of first fruits of all that he had created. Accept and submit to the word which he has planted in you and can save your souls. But you must do what the word tells you and not just listen to it and deceive yourselves. Pure, unspoilt religion in the eyes of God our Father is this: coming to help of orphans and widows when they need it, and keeping oneself uncontaminated by the world. The word of the Lord. Alleluia, alleluia. By his own choice, the Father made us his children, by the message of the truth, so that we should be a sort of first fruits for all that he created. Alleluia.
The Lord be with you. From the Holy Gospel according to Mark. The Pharisees and some of the scribes who had come from Jerusalem gathered round Jesus, and they noticed that some of his disciples were eating with unclean hands, that is, without washing them. For the Pharisees and the Jews in general follow the tradition of the elders and never eat without washing their arms as far as the elbow. And on returning from the marketplace, they never eat without first sprinkling themselves. There are also many other observances which have been handed down to them concerning the washing of cups and pots and bronze dishes. So these Pharisees and scribes asked him, "Why do your disciples not respect the tradition of the elders, but eat their food with unclean hands?" Jesus answered, "It was of you hypocrites that Isaiah so rightly prophesied in the passage of Scripture. This people honours me only with lip service, while their hearts are far from me. The worship they offer me is worthless. The doctrines they teach are only human regulations. You put aside the commandment of God to cling to human traditions." He called the people to him again and said, "Listen to me, all of you, and understand. Nothing that goes into a man from outside can make him unclean. It is the things that come out of man that make him unclean. For it is from within, from people's hearts, that evil intentions emerge: fornication, theft, murder, adultery, avarice, malice, deceit, indecency, envy, slander, pride, folly. All these evil things come from within and make a person unclean. The Gospel of the Lord. Dear friends, this evening I've been invited to break away and to invite you to do likewise, to complete a survey. And we're doing that at this point in our Mass this evening. So can I invite the two Jameses, Nolene, Elizabeth and Geraldine, to hand out the survey to every adult in the congregation tonight. You'll also find pens on the end of your seats. So just lift a pen, and if you can't find one, maybe there's a seat or a pen in the seat in front of you. Just get it and we'll fill it up together. This survey has to do with St. McCartn's Cathedral. Now, I know here in Clontibret your most favourite priest is the man you affectionately call wee Father Paddy. And Father Paddy McGinn, as you know, he's a wee shy man and he's very reserved and he doesn't like talking very much. So he's asked me to do this for him tonight on his behalf. In 2019, it became very obvious that the cathedral, that's St. McCartn's Cathedral just down the road, was in very, very serious condition. In fact, it had become parts of it totally unsafe. A consultancy firm was called in and they had done a job on finding out what was wrong, and they found many, many faults. So they broke it down and they said there's 7 phases that need to be looked at. 3 of those phases have been completed and paid for by the Parish of Monaghan and by the diocese. But the last essential phase at this point in time is phase 4. Now, phase 4 is the front of the cathedral as you drive up from Dublin Street, that part, the front door of the cathedral, that whole section. And it has to be replaced. And it is estimated that that will take about 2.5 to 3 million euros. An awful lot of money. This tonight is only a survey. So please it's only getting people's opinions on what is the best way to approach this. It's not set in stone. Your opinions tonight will be taken and put together with all the people from the following parishes: from Dona, Rosslea, T. Holland, Kirkcahan 3 Mile House, the Parish of Monaghan itself, and the people here of Clontibret. This weekend, this survey has been conducted in the church, all the churches in those parishes. Now, there are 10 questions they would like you to answer here tonight. So I'll talk my way through them, and you fill them up as we go along. So can I ask you to get a pen, and you just tick what is the appropriate thing in answer to the 10 questions for you tonight. So the first question is a quite simple one. What is your relationship with the cathedral? In other words, are you a parishioner? Do you attend the cathedral regularly? In other words, do you go maybe an odd Sunday to the cathedral mass, be it a Saturday night or a Sunday? Second question, again, it's quite easy. It's asking you, what parish are you from? Second question, again, it's quite easy. It's asking you, what parish are you from? Are you Clontibret Parish? Are you T. Holland Parish? Are you from Monaghan and Rockwallace? So what parish are you from? There's 5 or 6 of them there. You tick which one you belong to tonight. The third question. Are you satisfied with the work carried out so far on the cathedral? Now, I'm sure a lot of you, a bit like myself, was unsure or not quite certain what was going on with the cathedral, you probably saw the scaffolding up for the last 12 months. But just try and answer that as best you can. In light of what I've already said, 7 phases, 3 already completed, phase 4 to be done. Are you satisfied with the work carried out? Are you favourable to the work? Mixed feelings? Unfavourable? Or no comment? So just tick one of those. Number 4. What is your general reaction to the restoration plans outlined and the plan to fundraise for them? So what's your general reaction really to work happening at the cathedral at all? Is it favourable, mixed, unfavourable, or no comment? And again, there's a part B to that. Why? Why is that your answer tonight? Just put maybe 1 or 2 words or a small sentence in there. Now, number 5 is a difficult question, so just what do you consider to be the restoration priorities? Now, in the box below that, you'll see 5 different answers. So they're looking for you to mark 1 to 5. Or the cleaning of the cathedral. So which do you think is the greatest priority is number 1, and then 2, 3, 4 and 5, as you see them? And then question number 5. The cost of phase 4, which is what this consultation is all about, is estimated to come in at about 2.5 to 3 million. Are you optimistic that this amount can be raised with a fundraising campaign directed at parishioners in the diocese? Do you think the diocese, in other words, can raise 2.5 to 3 million quid in this day and age? So it's yes, no, or maybe. That's question number 5. Question. Now again, number 7 and 8.